This is a 10% ABV winter wheat wine with raspberries and strawberries. Thank you so much. Beer lovers, welcome to another episode. I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff, and today we're in South El Monte, California at their very first craft brewery, Progress Brewing. We've heard a lot about this place. We've seen their beers all over Instagram, so we're really excited to try them. Justin, are you ready?
Let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer.
Okay guys, here's your history lesson for Progress Brewing. It involves the two owners, Dr. Diego Benitez and Kevin Ogilvy. Now these guys are probably two of the smartest brewers that you'll ever meet. One of them has a PhD from Caltech, and the other one went to UCLA for studying chemistry. I mean, two smart guys. They met in the biotech field. They were colleagues, and they found their love affair for craft beer. They started this place in 2013, and they've been making some of the best beers you've never heard of. But you're gonna know about them now, and let's start right. All right guys, so first up I have the Wolfgang. It's a Munich Els, and it's 5.4%. Good crisp lager to start it off, guys. Let's get it going. Cheers. Okay. When you think of lager, you think crisp, clean flavors. It's a little buttery. I mean, you get like a nice little film across your tongue, but it tastes fantastic. It's crisp, it's refreshing, it's everything you want in a good summer lager, and not much better. And especially at 5.4%, nothing you can drink all day either. Good start.
What's going on, guys? I'm excited. I got my first beer here. It's called Maximilian. It's a Vienna lager. It's 5.4%. Figured I'd start off light. It's got a beautiful color to it. It's copper. It's pretty deep as well. It's not very translucent. So I'm curious how it tastes. Let's check it out. Cheers. You know, for being a Vienna lager, for being 5.4%, this has got a very deep and robust body. It's not like potent the way that you would think it would be a really high ABV beer. It's just extremely flavorful. Like, I look back to the days when I used to drink those shitty beers that must not be named, and those were probably 3%. This is 5.4, but this has just got so much more body to it. It's so enjoyable. I love those Vienna style malts. They just really jazz up a beer really, really well. This is a great way to start the day.
All right guys, next up I have the Pioneer. It's an American red ale at 4.8%. Pioneer, red ale, all good American Old West things. Well, we're out hitting the Old West. It's just like we're at the saloon. Cheers. Oh, wow. Jeff's gonna be loving this, and I'll tell you why. It's so bready, and you get those malty flavors right off the tip of your tongue. It feels old-timey, it feels old-fashioned. It's kind of the drink you want to have a beard with and drink. I feel like I should be drinking this, especially with all this good scruff, and it just goes down smooth. And it doesn't weigh you down that much either. It's really, really a really good red ale.
The next beer up is Wolverine. Awesome name, loved X-Men growing up. Wolverine was obviously one of my favorite characters. Now Wolverine is an American amber ale. It's 5.3%. Again, it's got a really beautiful color to it. Let's get down on this. Cheers. Now this has got a fantastic malty presence. Like, this is what I love about amber ales, is those specialty grains that come out of this. It's just, my taste buds are jumping for joy. I mean, this is Weapon X in a glass. I'm loving this so much. I feel bad because I drank the last one completely, so Justin didn't get to try it. So I'm not gonna drink anymore until he gets a chance, but trust me, I am super tempted to down this. You know, and believe it or not, this beer actually has a little bit of a coffee flavor to it right on the back end. It's subtle. It doesn't necessarily taste like they put coffee in this. They could have. I guess we'll find out later. But it's a great accent to finish off a great beer.
All right, guys, this is take one of what I know is going to be very long, and this is going to be the outtakes for sure. This is the Electrode. This is a 10% ABV winter wheat wine with raspberries and strawberries. Thank you so much.
I can't believe you did it on time.
One take, one take, guys. That's how good I am. All right, this looked amazing when we first came in. It was something that me and Jeff were both fighting over. And 10%, it's a doozy, but it looks delicious. Cheers. Wow. It's hard to make us speechless with drinks, especially how many breweries you've been to, but this one kind of makes me speechless. It's like a mixture of a barley wine and a sour. It's, you know, you get that tartness from the strawberries and the raspberries. You have that like nice muddled strong presence from the wheat wine, which, you know, normally is a barley wine, but it's unique, it's delicious, it's strong, it's really, really amazing. Damn. And I say that again, damn. It's not just a mouthful. You want to order this drink again and again and just savor it. It's a sipper. And just sit back and relax.
So I have a secret to tell you guys. I'm a huge Disney fan, and one of my favorite movies is Tangled. And so I had to try this beer. One, it's related to Tangled. It's called Rapunzel, and it's a Schwartz beer, 6.8%. Now, I don't think I've ever had a Schwartz beer before. I'm thinking back to the hundreds and thousands of beers that I've had. I don't think I've ever had one called a Schwartz beer. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've actually tried it. So this is like a first time for me. I'm excited. I love trying new beers, new styles. So let's get in on it. Cheers. Okay, this is very interesting. It actually reminds me a little bit of a Dunkelweizen without the weight and the heftiness of a Dunkelweizen. It's got some roasted malts, but it's delicate, it's softer, it's got that weedy, grainy texture to it. But what I will tell you is on the aroma itself, that's where this thing really shines. I'm getting almost like a sweetness, like a candied fruit with a little bit of those malts in there. It got me excited, and as I dig in, it's soft, it's delicate, it's got just a fantastic flavor. I don't know what else to say because it's so unique. It's like a Pilsner, like a lager, but it's got a lot more body to it, but it's not as heavy in the malts as like an IPA or a Hefeweizen or a Dunkelweizen. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, but I'll tell you, I mean, this will not be my last Schwartz beer. May the Schwartz be with you.
Alright guys, so I have here the Von Lindt. It is an oatmeal pilsner at 5.1%. Now, oatmeal, you're thinking, you know, dark. I mean, you obviously see sometimes an oatmeal stout. I've never seen an oatmeal pilsner before, so it should be a fun experience. Cheers. Now, I had the Wolfgang earlier, and as much as I like that, it was a good, nice lager. This I prefer so much more. It's a clean, crisp, fresh pilsner, and you get a little bit of body there with the oatmeal. It smells clean, it smells fresh, just everything you want in a good, crisp, light beer, and delivers on point. This is definitely the perfect summer beer, especially if you're coming to Progress and you're feeling the heat and the humidity that we're feeling today. Perfect. The oatmeal, it's funny, you get that nice like texture to your tongue. It's not overly there with the flavor. It's not like I'm expecting oatmeal mash or oatmeal, you know, flavoring, but it gives that, you know, oatmeal presence, you know, on the texture and on the feel on your tongue. That's it.
All right, guys, my next beer has got a very interesting name. It looks like something I could never pronounce. Luckily, we have some great bar patrons here who helped us out. It's called Offal Loco. It's a 5.9% oatmeal IPA. Again, they're using oatmeal in a beer that you wouldn't typically expect to use it in. I'm really excited to try it. From what I've heard from the regulars here, this is one of their best. So let's give it a shot. Cheers. You know, the way that I would describe this beer is it is a session IPA. However, because they use the oatmeal, it mellows it out even more. I believe that they could probably brew this at a higher percentage, maybe even up to about a 6% or 6.5, somewhere around there, and still achieve that sessionable flavor, only because that oatmeal, I think, really mellows it out. You're not getting a lot of the oatmeal flavor in this so much. You are getting a little bit of the texture. It's very velvety. But mostly this is just a soft, gentle style IPA. It's got a beautiful hop presence to it. It's floral. It's a little piney. It's got that West Coast style to it. It's just, it's a nice, super drinkable IPA. This IPA, here's how I'd put it. This IPA would be the type that you would drink at a party and you'd have 6 or 7 of them and you would be drunk, but you wouldn't even realize that you were drinking that much. I mean, it's an extremely drinkable IPA. Good job, Progress.
All right, guys, so next up I have the Galileo. It's an IPA at 8.3%, something what they're known for. So Galileo Figaro. Cheers. You get a fruity aroma from this IPA, but there's definitely a hop presence there. It's smooth, it's crisp, it has a good kick from the hops, and goes down really, really well. It's a good summer IPA. I don't feel like heavy from it, I don't feel weighted. But it's crisp, it's refreshing. Has a little bit of a bitter aftertaste, but not overly so. And at 8.3%, it's a sneaker. You are not gonna feel this thing coming up on you. I'm gonna be seeing stars pretty soon.
All right, guys, the next one up is called Sidewinder. It's a 9.1% double IPA. This is another one that the regulars here said are their favorites. It's got a great color to it. This tells me it's got a lot of body going on. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Wow. Woo. Damn. Okay, this is a 9.1% IPA for sure. I wouldn't say it's unpleasantly potent. If you're a hophead, this is probably gonna be like your dream beer. It has got just a fantastic hop presence to it. The malts lend a great assist They're really uplifting those hop flavors. I'm getting a lot of citrus off of this. It's like over-ripened oranges, tangerines, maybe a little bit of lemon as well. It's a little zesty. And then on the back end, you're getting a little bit of pithiness, a little bit of dankness. I mean, overall, I mean, this is an IPA lover's beer right here. I mean, you can only have a couple of them probably, but I will tell you, I mean, this is one that I would go back to. This is one that if I saw it at my local bottle shop, I would pick up a bottle of it and share it with a friend.
All right, guys, my last beer here is going to be the Salvador. It's an American pale sour ale with mango and barrel aged at 5.6%. Now, sours, I love my sours, and mango, come on. Cheers, guys. It definitely brings the sour. I can feel the pucker right here on my cheeks. But that being said, you get a good fresh taste of mango. You get good malty presence. It's more malty than some sours where I just feel like I'm drinking apple juice. But this is just well-rounded. It's nice. Maybe a little bit sour if you're not expecting it, but for all those sour fans, definitely one of those beers you need to try. The barrel aging, I don't know if it's just me. It doesn't feel like it was barrel aged enough, or maybe I'm just not getting enough barrel aged flavors from it. I'd expect more wood, more like vanilla-y flavors, but there's definitely a little bit of it there. So, you know, take it as it is. Still a very, very good beer.
So we're down to the final beer, and the final beer is called Frida. It's an American wheat sour aged in barrels with boysenberries. This is 7.5%, and it has got the most unique color to it. It's not every day you go to a brewery and you have a beer that looks like juice, literally juice in a glass. Now, my guess is that this beer was named after Frida Kahlo, and she was a famous painter, political painter, an artist, if you will. And we're here at a brewery, and all day today we've been trying absolute pure art. So this is a great way to finish out the day. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Now, for some of you guys who have been watching this show for a while, you know I'm not a huge sour fan. I usually avoid them like the plague. It's not so much that I hate them, I just feel like they typically kill my palate, and a lot of times you get those more funky farmhouse style beers, and I'm not into that like aroma and flavor. This is a tart sour beer. That wheat really gives it a nice solid body, and those boysenberries, my God, the boysenberries are delicious. I would say that this is one that I would totally drink again, and it would probably be a top choice. I'm kind of confused because I'm not typically a sour fan. I really thought I was gonna not enjoy this, and I'd hand it to Justin and he would love it. I know I'm gonna hand it to Justin, he's gonna love it, and that's what I'm worried about because I wanna drink this whole damn thing. But, oh well, beggars can't be choosers, right? Cheers. All right, Justin, we finished trying all the beers. It's time to talk about which ones our favorites were. Why don't you go ahead and start?
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? I mean, so many fascinating, great beers. A lot of interesting ones. I mean, may the Schwartz be with you. That Schwartz beer was really good. Let's see, those sours were frigging amazing. But when it comes to my favorite, you guys knew it was going to be this one all along. The one that I got it on the first take, the Electrode. Welcome to Electrode, bitch. This thing, 10%, is so fascinating, so unique. I haven't had anything like this at any other brewery, and this is not just being good for unique's sake, this is being good for being good. It is tasty, it is a little sour, a little barley wine, just an amazing, amazing combo that I would have never thought of, but these guys pull it off in an amazing fashion. And the thing is, they have something else brewing that is similar to this that they may release in winter, so I can't wait to check that out. That being said, hands down one of my favorite beers of all time, and at 10%, so drinkable. Jeff, what was yours?
So I've had a lot of good beers today. A lot of them are super unique. A One of the things I'll say about Progress is it reminds me a lot of Bottle Logic.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because their beers are extremely creative. They're outside of the box. They're not just throwing up a bunch of hazy beers on their menu to satisfy customers. They're using their knowledge and their background to create some fantastic beers, and I really enjoy them. Some of my favorites would probably be Wolverine. Wolverine was awesome. Schneik, you know?
Snick, sir. Snick.
Snick or Schneik? I don't know. I guess we'll find
Tell
out.
us down in the comments.
Yeah. I also love the Frida, and I'm not a huge sour fan, so that was surprising to me. At the end of the day, I didn't choose the Frida because if I was gonna grab a full pour, I feel like a sour ale would just destroy my palate. And that's always kind of how I feel about sours, but I would totally drink that one again. I ended up picking one that's based on one of my favorite Disney movies. I picked Rapunzel. And the reason why I picked Rapunzel is one, it's a beer style I'm pretty sure I've never had before. And two, this Schwartz beer is fantastic. It's super drinkable. It's got a beautiful body to it, slight fruity tones in there. I mean, it's just overall a fantastic beer. And I got lucky because they actually have it on Nitro, so I've been enjoying it on Nitro as well.
And number 3, he's just a giant Mandy Moore fan.
I'll be missing you like candy. Yeah, that's right, I said it.
And on that note, I think we have a tour to go to, buddy.
All right, so we're about to go on a tour with one of the founders. His name's Diego. Justin, you ready?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here and drink some more beer.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, guys, that's gonna do it here from Progress Brewing in South El Monte, California. Thank you, Diego, for showing us around, talking to us about your beer. We cannot wait to see what you're coming out with this fall and this winter.
Now, if you guys like this episode, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let us know down in the comments if you've been to Progress Brewing and what you think of their beers. So until next time, I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff.
And we will see you guys next time
on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers.